Hi guys, welcome. Sorry for the wait. Welcome everybody to the Daily Front Row's 6th Annual Fashion Awards. As I've said to many ex-girlfriends of mine, I can promise you it'll be a pretty good time, and if it's not, I can guarantee you that it will at least be very quick. I'm very excited to be here, and I hope you guys are excited for me to be here. I am your host, It can only go downhill. Save your energy. I am your host, the Emmy Award nominee for American Crime Story, The Assassination of John Versace, Darren Criss, or as my parents and family simply call me, Nick Jonas, or Kevin or Joe, however long my hair is. I know I'm much taller in person. This new Emmy title is a huge upgrade for me because it used to be the Emmy nominated loser from Glee, and I wanted to take this as an opportunity to start an official beef with one of our presenters tonight who's responsible for me losing that last Emmy, but I don't want to name any names. Amy Schumer. So listen, tonight has been a crazy year for everybody, politically, professionally, fashionally, and I figured, what's a better way to sum it all up than with a song? So hit it. I'm kidding, they can't afford me. I'm way too expensive, I'm too fancy. You see this jacket? I don't fuck around. So that's not gonna happen. You don't wanna hear a song, you wanna get to the parties. So a few important business matters to address. Please note that our hashtag, it's important to know the hashtag, guys. It's as seen on the screen, it's hashtag FMAS, as in FMAs, FMAS 2018 at Daily Front Row, and our trophy boys, literally, our trophy boys, these adorable angels on my right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Hudson and James Kronig over here. They are the sons of Brad Kronig and godchildren of some schmuck named Karl Lagerfeld. Never heard of him. Honorees to, it's funny because it's not true. I know Karl Lagerfeld is. I looked him up this morning. Honorees, take note. The boys, these guys, are going to hand you your awards when you come on this stage. So guys, let's get to the awards, shall we? All right. So, is there really such thing as an it girl? What's the ultimate it girl? I don't know what the superlative is. It would be like the girl, the it girl. I don't know what it is. I've never been one. Here's to hoping, one day. Whatever the case, I think that we can all agree that Gigi Hadid is the it girl. I know who Gigi is, all right? I live under a rock, but even Gigi's light is luminescent enough to pierce a couple holes into my deep, dark cave where I dwell. She is the it girl, and she's also an alumni of the Fashion Media Awards hosting gig that I'm a part of now. So from couture to Vogue to, what was it the other day? Bike shorts. Gigi wears it like no one else and always makes news by doing it. So to introduce the award for Cover of the Year to Mario Sorrenti and V Magazine's Stephen Gann, please welcome the beautiful Gigi Hadid.
Hi, everybody. Hud, do you want to stand next to me? Come on. All right. Come on. You stand next to me, too. Yeah. I'll stay here. Because we have 2 awards, so we need both of you. It's very important. All right. In a world where editors and photographers are trying to always create a new or fresh image for their covers, Mario Sorrenti and Stephen Gann pulled out all the stops for the July issue of V. The longtime collaborators came up with a cover concept inspired by extreme sports television with a James Bond heroine. But what felt most 2018 to me was that these 2 legendary creatives, along with a third legend, Jon Kortajarena, I think he's here somewhere, dedicated their talent and energy to a concept and environment that could make anyone feel their most empowered self. When Stephen showed me a mock cover backstage at a show last season, my jaw hit the floor. It was my dream cover, but the days we spent shooting this cover story and video were greater than my wildest dreams. You can't put into words the magic that is felt on set when there is so much passion, excitement, drive, creativity, love, and energy from everyone for each other, but the results don't lie. Days and photos like this are why we do what we do. I'm so honored that you chose me to be your Bond girl, and am so grateful for possibly my most memorable cover experience ever. So please give it up for the men behind the Fashion Media Award Cover of the Year, my friends Stephen Gann and Mario Sorrenti. Come on!
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. I want to thank Gigi because she was amazing and she just totally rocked it and made the pictures, and Steven and everybody who was involved in the shoot. Thank you.
There were so many challenges in putting this cover series together. There were 3 scenes that Mario Sorrenti and I and Gigi had to accomplish. Gigi on a custom Fendi jet ski, Gigi diving underwater, and Gigi behind the wheel of a dirty dune buggy. Now, shifting dates due to storms all over the country, there were so many calls and emails going around for 4 months that led to one agent talking to my team at V, actually saying, I don't think the shoot's ever gonna happen. I think this shoot is jinxed. And that led me to looking a bit sad and pensive in the location van while Gigi was doing her hair and makeup the day of the shoot. But then Gigi, being her typical self, looked over at me and just went, pressure is a privilege. Those are Serena Williams' words. That's Gigi for you, same today at 23 as when I first met her at 19. And thank you for staying the way you are. And speaking of privileges, it's a big privilege to be standing here with you both receiving an award from Brandusa and The Daily, from Jameson and Hudson. And the way it's a privilege to be working in New York and to be working in this industry that we all love. Thank you for being here tonight, Mario. I know it took a lot to get you here. And George Cortina, for your relentless pursuit of making great fashion images come to life. I love meeting with you guys and planning this shoot over 4 months. And I love that the biggest challenge beyond shoot dates and weather and all that was how do we do fashion images that have never been seen before. And last but not least, I would like to thank my team at V, along with the beloved Luis Matos of IMG. Yay. Who never gave up in the pursuit of getting to the purest form of an idea. So thank you very much.
Keep this party going, guys. I know we all want to be places. I was wondering where my Fendi custom jet ski went. I now know. It was driving me nuts. Just DM me. I will pick it up first convenience. So our next pair, they had the world's briefest and most heartwarming Twitter disagreement ever in 2016. I know that seems like 50 years ago because in this terrifying accelerated 2018 time, that was like the dark ages. So they're here now, and they're going to be on stage together because the world is, you know, we're all going to die, and we live in hell, and it doesn't matter. All we have is each other. So, Amy Schumer, yes, the Amy Schumer, who I have a very public crush on, even though she did steal my Emmy away several years ago. She doesn't even know about that, but she will soon. She's here to present the epic Ashley Graham with an award to recognize the way she's changed the industry as a fashion force.
Thank you, Darren, Chris. Yeah, that's a good angle. Get a little lower on me. Hi, Martha. Martha's taking a picture of me. Okay. This is an exciting year for fashion. I found out yesterday that there is a new invention called Thinks. Have you heard of these? Have you heard of these? That you can, you don't have to wear a tampon anymore. They're these underwear that you can just bleed into. So I guess I'm a f***ing inventor, because I've been doing that with all of my underwear my whole life. Where's my award, Daily Front Row? Anyway, Martha, you get it. You remember getting your period. You were so good on the roast, by the way. I love you. All right. These are Darren's notes. Oh my God, they say I voted for Trump? Darren! We are losing our awards. I mean, our rights. So let's all call our senators, right? We'll call our senators. Sorry to be that person, and let's have fun tonight. But also, we're losing our rights. So they said that they were going to put my speech in the prompter, but right now it just says Ashley's speech, which she's, not to spoil it, going to say thank you to the Daily Front Row for this award. Anybody want to? No? Okay. If you really want me to wing this is... That's... Okay. What's up, bitch? Glamour, Elle, Vogue, Sports Illustrated, all magazines I subscribe to. Ashley's been on the cover of those. She's a businesswoman, she wrote a book, she's a designer, blah, blah, blah. I don't personally care. Like, I love her bathing suits, whatever, but she's the coolest bitch. You guys know that, right? Like, she's changed our whole culture. Like, she actually has. And people are starting to respond, not because all of a sudden you guys became like good people, but you know that you can make money. Because there's, we look like America. And I'm not skinny shaming anyone, but I did fall asleep eating a bowl of pasta last night, and it felt so good. Shh, shh, you too, shh. I have no idea, no, I'm sure they're like the most important people in the world. You guys look important. Like, the creepier, the more important. So, no, not you, but like, So anyway, Ashley, this is about you. I mean, I'm sorry. So Ashley, she's personally made me feel better about myself, my body. Just her joy is infectious. Her sense of self, her fun. She makes you excited to be you. And that's something that she gives to all of us, one Instagram story at a time. Look at who doesn't need a speech and who's fucking rocking right now. She's beautiful, she's hot, she makes us question our sexuality, and also, I just think her and her husband like have a good partnership, and that's not really relevant to this, but I think they're a good model for like a real team. So, I don't know what you're winning, but it doesn't say that. Oh, here it is. No, just kidding. Anyway, thank you for having me. I'll see you guys all in the front row. Give it up for Miss Ashley Graham.
Oh, hey. Awesome. I love you so much. Thank you, handsome. Oh my God, was that not phenomenal or what? I don't even want to say my speech anymore, but I'm going to. First of all, thank you, Amy, for coming, because I know this is like your personal hell. It is, yeah. And thank you for wearing flats and being comfortable. There she goes. Thank you to the Daily Front Row. This is awesome. I hosted last year, and here I am getting an award this year. So it's very cool. And also, thank you to my husband, who is constantly grounding this force. Love you, baby. All right, guys, being in this industry for 18 years as a model and working here, I have learned a thing or two about a trend. You're in one season, you're out the next, and I am so grateful now that season after season, the industry is becoming even more inclusive. My curves are not a trend, your skin color is not a trend, and your abilities are not a trend, your culture is not a trend. A force can become a movement, but requires action and strength from many people. People like all of you. This movement starts in rooms like this and with decision makers like all of yourselves. So I urge all of you, editors, designers, photographers, creative directors, to think inclusively, to continue making historical firsts until the industry truly reflects the diverse world that we truly live in. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate this. Woo! Bye, guys.
God damn it. Can't go after that. Oh man, this is turned real bad. Too many amazing women are here, and I'm just the schmuck that has to read the lines. So hope you'll stick with me, guys. Look, I was on Glee for like 5 years, and while that show specialized in mixing genres, it was just a mere poo-poo platter dabbler compared to our next presenter. From preppy to rock and roll to hip hop, from the runway to retail, Mr. Tommy Tommy fucking Hilfiger has bridged it all. He's put it all together. He is the master of this. So here to present Haley Baldwin with the Fashion Media Personality of the Year award. Please welcome the iconic Tommy Hilfiger.
Were you on Glee? No. I thought I knew you from somewhere. So, Branduza, Eddie, thank you very much for having me again, and congratulations on all the success. I'm here to present Haley Baldwin with the Fashion Media Personality Award, but she deserves much more than that. I've known her for many years. She started modeling for me when she started modeling, and she's walked for us for several seasons and now has become the Tommy Hilfiger icon. And she has impeccable taste, an incredible style on her own. She's harnessed the power of social media to create a genuine connection with herself and millions of followers. It's my honor to present this award to Haley. We're both a bit jet-lagged because we just came in from Shanghai, where she walked in our show and led the way. And I'm sorry Gigi left, but I did want to say this, that when Gigi's contract was up after 4 seasons, we were really thinking in our company about what to do. How do we replace Gigi? And we thought long and hard, but it was right in front of us. She was in front of us. Haley, and then we brought Winnie in. But Haley, this is your night, and congratulations. Please come up to receive the award.
Goodness gracious. I'm really awkward when it comes to this kind of thing, so I'm going to try to just keep it short and sweet. I want to say thank you to the Daily Front Row for this award. It's an honor to be in this room filled with so many amazing people and a lot of familiar faces. I would like to say a very special thank you to Tommy Hilfiger, who has supported me since the very, very beginning of my career. And I will say one thing is he's the most loyal person I've ever had the pleasure of working with. So thank you, Tommy. And thank you, Dee, for just being awesome. I want to say another thank you to just my entire team. Everybody that I've ever worked with in this industry has had a part in me receiving this award. So thank you so much. I'm also really nervous. I'm sorry. Thank you.
How we doing, guys? We good? We all right? Everyone feeling okay? Drugs kicking in? We good? Good. Yes, I said drugs kicking in. Are they kicking in? No. That's a no. So our next presenter is a multi-platinum selling rapper and fashion rebel who's known for turning any song into a smash just by appearing on it. If you don't believe me, the show itself just went on my personal chart of like top 2 events that I've hosted that I probably wasn't welcome at. Here to present Winnie Harlow with the Breakthrough Model of the Year is the one and the only Nicki Minaj.
I'm very excited to be presenting this award to a young queen in the making. This woman has leaped past every boundary ever placed in front of her to become the powerful model she is today. She's created her own space in this industry without ever fitting the conventional mold and paved the way for women and men to break into the industry and fully embrace what makes them unique and beautiful. It's her own ambition and self-confidence that has landed her on so many magazine covers, increasing visibility for women of color. That's not just a definition of a supermodel, but of a role model. And she's only 24. Most importantly, she's a true friend who will have your back when you need her the absolute most and show up to celebrate you like a true G. Her loyalty and genuine free spirit is why I've taken such a liking to her so early on. I know that this is only the beginning of an iconic career. I'm excited to marvel at this journey she'll now embark on. She's effortlessly partnered with huge brands, and I'm so proud of her. I'd personally like to thank these brands for giving her the chance to shine and to show her power, her grace, and her style. I'm very honored to be here tonight to present the Breakthrough Model of the Year to a true original, Winnie Harlow.
Okay, first of all, can I just say, Nicki Minaj just gave me my award. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the queen, Miss Nicki. You've had my back since the day we first met, and I'm forever grateful to you. Honestly, it sounds so cliche, but I really mean it when I say that if you would have told me a decade ago that I'd be accepting an award for Breakthrough Model of the Year, I would have never believed you. Actually, a friend of mine named Shannon Boudrum once told me that she could see my face in editorials and on covers. I definitely did not believe her. But I'm so happy she was right. Although I got here, it wasn't an easy road. I was repeatedly told that I would never make it in the industry or that my look was a trend or something that would pass. I was so close to giving up on modeling, but something told me not to give up. I decided that I would no longer let anyone tell me what I couldn't do except for me. I thank God for pushing me to create my own opportunities, find a team who believed in me, and carve out my own space in this crazy world. I want to thank all the people who have championed me from day one. Nick Knight, you gave me my first job as a real model and gave me so much confidence to keep going in this never-ending career. Tyra Banks, you put me on a national platform where people could see me, and I'm forever grateful. Katie Gran, Anita Biton, Ashley Brokaw, Mark Jacobs, thank you so much for being my biggest supporters no matter what. Stuart, thank you so much for letting me walk in coach and opening the doors to my runway career. To Tommy and Dee, who are here, thank you so much for inviting me into your family. And I can't wait for our collab coming out soon. And to the Brand USA and everyone at Daily Front Row, thank you for this tremendous honor and for shining a light on the people that make fashion as brilliant and forward-thinking as it is today. Last but not least, I want to thank my family, especially my mom and my dad. You've instilled the values in me that I take to work with me every day and never let me give up when people were the most hurtful. I'm lucky enough to work in an industry where you can create your own opportunities and make yourself thrive, one that's slowly opening up to people of all genders, colors, sizes, and celebrating what makes them unique. We still have a way to go for true equality in every industry,
But as long as we keep pushing forward and letting our light shine, the world will follow suit. Thank you so much.
So many inspiring people here. Our next presenter is not only one of the world's biggest stars, she's just finished a 3-year starring run on this network show. I don't know if you've seen it, called Quantico. She's done a couple movies on the other side of the world, in Bollywood. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. Priyanka Chopra. I don't know, I like pretending she's not a big deal because she is, and I can say that because she's a friend. On the show, she starred with one of the most handsome men in the world, and I'm the only person in the room that can pronounce it correctly. Jon Kortajarena. We all know. Jon Kortajarena is also a friend, and even just saying the name, it sounds beautiful, if not worth the weight in gold of me looking like an ass clown when I say it. So to present the Male Model of the Year award to Jon, please welcome the beautiful Priyanka Chopra.
Darren, it's Kortajarena. Yeah, exactly like you said. It's Kortajarena. Even his freaking name is sexy. It's just so hard. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me here. I'm really, really happy to be here because I shared an amazing experience of doing a season of a TV show with this wonderful human being, and I'm just really excited that he's being honored here tonight. As an actor, we're always told that a good storyteller has the ability to captivate an audience, and sometimes even without saying a word. So when I saw him looking at me naughtily, this was in my dentist's office at, reading a magazine, and he was looking at me naughtily in that, unforgettable Bulgari image where he just even managed to make a fork of spaghetti look sexy. Now, 1 minute, we need to talk about that because that is a talent. You make a fork of spaghetti look sexy, and I just knew when I saw that picture, I was like, I knew Jon Kortajarena is my hero. I want to be able to have that ability, that kind of talented magnitude, because you do it with so much ease. Every time you see a picture of you doing anything, it's just easy and without an effort. Anyway, I would like to bet any one of you to be able to try and do that. Don't try it at home. Try and make a piece of pasta look like that. He tells a story that every brand wants to tell, but at the same time, he's so true to who he really is. In one picture, he is himself, but at the same time, the collective brand value of everyone he stands for, and I think that's what makes him so unique. In fact, that was one of the first things that struck to me about you, Jon, that no matter where in the world you were and who you were around, you were just always so authentic to yourself, and I think that while we were filming Quantico, that's what made us friends. I mean, yes, of course, that made us friends, and a lot of tequila as well. but besides that, this is about you, not about those tequila nights. All I want to say is he is one of the most recognized faces in fashion globally, and that just makes me so, so proud to be here presenting this award to you. The one thing I would only like to say that with the kind of roster that he has with movies like, simple movies, a single man, campaigns like Tom Ford, Versace, Giorgio Armani, no big deal. You do all of those with so much ease. I take so much pride in calling you on stage here today to receive this incredible award, which is Male Model of the Year, to Jon Kortajarena. Take my notes.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. It's an honor for me that you came to give me this award. My speech won't be short. I could never have believed 15 years ago that I was going to be here today getting this award. I remember when I first started modeling, I felt so lost in this industry. If you can imagine it, my English then was even worse than what it is now. I remember one day after a long shoot, telling my agent that the client was really touching my balls. What I was actually trying to say after a hard day of work was that they were busting my balls. I quickly learned how one wrong word in English can mean something very different. Joking aside, At the start of my career, many people treated me like I was a stupid model rather than seeing the person that was in front of them. An 18-year-old Spanish-speaking kid who was on his own in the world for the first time and doing his best to make a living in one of the hardest industries. After being treated like this, my dream was never to become a top model at any price. I would be lying if I said I didn't want to be successful, but my dream was to create a career and success the right way, by having a voice, having integrity, having empathy and respect for those around me. Not everybody understood that, but in 15 years, I have been lucky enough to find and work with the world's most talented and creative people who have helped me to do this. Thank you, Tom Ford, for giving me the knowledge to understand how this works, for the amazing introduction to the industry, and for teaching me what means being a gentleman nowadays. Karl Lagerfeld, Donatella Versace, Olivier Rousteing, and Mr. Armani, thank you all so much. Juan Carlos, gracias de corazón por acompañarme en este camino. Eres un amigo. Ali, thank you so much for trusting in me, for making this possible, and for the future we have together. And today, I still don't know the difference between words vanity and vanish. But I can hold my head up high and say that with the support and help of many, I have busted my balls to create a career with values, respect, and integrity. And if just one kid sees that and is inspired to do or to be whatever they want, while they never compromising on what is right for themselves, then I'm proud of that. Thank you, everybody, for this award, and good night.
Congratulations, Jon. And thank you, Priyanka. Also, thank you for accepting my wedding proposal. I'm very excited. I'd like to take your challenge. I think I can make spaghetti look sexy. I'll take a slow-mo video. It'll look very sexy. Or my name is in Darin Krith, okay? Thank you, one guy. Now, when your father is Michael Jackson and your godmother is Elizabeth Taylor, is there any question you're going to be both hugely talented and have an extraordinary life? So just in the past 2 years, our next presenter has been on the cover of Rolling Stone. She's acted in films and has had a recurring role on Star, which is a television show, not the magazine, as the teleprompter does not designate. And now she gets to live out her childhood dream of meeting Darin Krith, me. Let's bring Paris Jackson up to present the Zadig and Voltaire's Cecilia Bönström as fashion innovator. Where you are, Paris? Where'd she go? There you are.
It was a childhood dream. Such an honor. Thank you for having me. For the past 20 years, which is my whole life, Zadig and Voltaire has been pushing and challenging the status quo. Every season, Cecilia Bönström, the brand's artistic director, invites us to consider a new mantra. Art is truth, fight for love, and most recently, girls can do anything. Sorry, pause the teleprompter for just a second. Speaking of girls can do anything, which I truly believe, one of the anythings that girls can do, and this is just a side note, is vote. And that took a really long time for us to get that right, so I encourage everyone to do that. And piggybacking on Amy, call your senator, vote, all the things. Play. She inspires us to think differently, to think globally, and to think better. Over the past year, Cecilia has dedicated her efforts to celebrating and supporting women. The Girls Can Do Anything initiative has pledged hundreds of thousands of dollars in supporting new mothers through the Every Mother Counts charity, as well as equal opportunity for women in Uganda and Central Africa with the Global Women's Empowerment Fund. Every day, Cecilia chooses to act based on her principles to improve the lives of women. We are here today to celebrate and honor her commitment, cementing her place as a true fashion innovator. Cecilia, please join us. Everyone give her a warm welcome.
Life is full of fun moments and also challenging moments, and I feel this is a challenging moment because talking after all these amazing people and great women is definitely harder than I expected. But the beauty of life is also the meeting people. And I met Paris, and I discovered such a beautiful and warm girl. And so that's, making this moment much easier. I'm Cecilia Bönström, and head of design of Zaring & Voltaire. And they are like Voltaire. They're very innovating thinkers because they believed in me and hired me, even if I didn't come from a classical fashion background. And they gave me total freedom, and total freedom to express myself and to create. And sorry about that. To create. So that's why I'm here today. And when we minted the expression "girls can do anything," it was so evident for me to say, of course, girls can do anything because I'm born in Sweden, and for us, that's a natural thing. But then I realized it's not like that everywhere, and I hope that today, thanks to the Daily and receiving this prize, that we maybe placed a seed, and that soon all women out there will be convinced that girls can do anything. So I'm so honored, and this is awesome, and I'm going to bring it back to Paris and share it with the studio. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Stefano Tonchi can conduct a crowd like no one else. He can casually stand on the sidelines and edit one by one the beauties around him, the tycoons, the artists, and the riffraff. He knows who will photograph well, or at least who will look totally and really good photographed by one of his top-notch photographers. He knows how to dress himself. He knows how to cut and comb his awe-inspiring hair, and how to walk so properly erect, but so elegantly je ne sais quoi. His career has been jaw-dropping fabulous, I think. He has worked tirelessly for and with the best of the best in fashion, media, and art. He deserves this honor and many more. And by the way, I love his husband, I love his two gorgeous and intelligent daughters, and I love his apartment. Stefano Tonchi, everyone.
Do I have some words? Yeah, but they're brief. Thank you so much, Martha. You are an icon with a lifetime of achievements in your own right. And thank you to the Daily for this honor. When Brandusa called me a few weeks ago about this award, I was very surprised because I've never been so excited about the future. I think there is still so much that I want to do in my career with W or in many other areas, as you all probably heard already. So let's look at this as a midlife achievement, I think, and more will follow. Looking back, I believe our achievement only means something when we help others achieve their dreams, creating like a platform for their ideas, giving them the freedom to express themselves. So my biggest professional achievement is to see the ideas and the people I believe in being successful. When I see the editors I've worked with go ahead and work at important magazines, that makes me feel very good and very proud. And I'm incredibly grateful to my talented team at W and to the many, many mentors throughout my career. So thank you for this award, and you all know who you are.
Our next presenter is the founder and creative director of Brandon Maxwell, the luxury ready-to-wear label, which was actually an incredible stroke of luck for him since the name is also Brandon Maxwell. I thought that joke was hilarious. That one was for me. He's also been Lady Gaga's fashion director since 2012, which means he's the go-to person if you're making a dress and you need slinkies, koala fur, and or 10-foot steel spikes, anything that involves that. Brandon is presenting the Visionary Award to his former boss, Nicola. Please welcome Brandon Maxwell to the stage to present the Visionary Award to Nicola Formichetti.
Hello, everyone in the fashion community. Hey. Thanks to Brandusa and the Daily for having me. I'm just going to be straight up that I did not get a heads up about the dress code or that a teleprompter was an option. So thank you very much. I got a text message from Nicola, can you swing by and give me an award? And I'm in fittings right now for Fashion Week, so my pants are unbuttoned and I'm in a sweatshirt. So thank you so much. Nicola is my former boss, and I'm here to give him the Visionary Award. And first off, I want to say that I came to Nicola like maybe 7 or 8 years ago or something, and I was, if you can imagine it, about 35 pounds heavier than I am today, which I'm weighing in at a solid 215 today. And I was wearing very wide leg 7 jeans, orange Nike Air Force Ones, a chocolate brown V-neck sweater, when I should have been wearing a bra, that I got at a bargain store. And I sat down with him and said, hello, I don't have any experience, but I believe that I have a career ahead of me in fashion. To which he looked at me and said, you're hired. You can now walk a block down the street and my collection is on sale at Bergdorf Goodman. So, I would say a visionary he is. Also, you know, I also wanted to apologize to anybody here who works in fashion PR. I'm sure in the history, you have gotten an email from me apologizing for Nicola having cut up all of your samples. I had to do that a lot as his assistant, and that's something that you have to do when you work for a visionary. You know, I'm sure everybody here is familiar with Nicola's work. He worked with Gaga from the beginning. He has worked with V and Mac and Uniqlo, and I've forgotten all the things. But what else have you done? A lot. The most, really. He's always on a plane. If you follow him on Instagram, he's in Tokyo every other day. I was like, what are you going there for? Anyways, I know I'm supposed to be up here for 2 minutes, but I worked out of this guy's house every day for 3 years, so I have a lot to say. What else was I going to say? Okay, so no, I know that we're all talking about everybody's achievements, but I really want to talk in a real way. It's Fashion Week, and I'm sure everyone's like under a lot of stress, and we're all like, you know, the thing about Fashion Week really is that you realize how small of a community it is and how sort of also quickly people can turn on you, right? Like, somebody was saying this before and I can't remember, but it was a great point, which is that, you know, 1 minute you're in and then next you're out. That's a tagline for Project Runway, right? Yeah, okay. It's true though, so true. Truest tagline. And, you know, for me, I really had no reason to be in this industry at all. I should never, ever, ever, ever have succeeded. And I really wouldn't have if it wasn't for him, who gave me a job and employed me and took care of me, and my family and my parents knew that I was safe, and he believed in me when nobody else did. He sat me down after 3 years and said, it's time to go on your own, and he paid my bills, and he paid my rent, and he brought me clients, and he helped me flourish, and he helped me to grow. When I came to him and said, it's time, I'm gonna do my own collection, why? I thought that was a good idea. Like, he just didn't sit down, he didn't say, maybe I should think about it. He was like, that's a great idea. So, no thanks for that. But he did show up, and he sat there, and he helped me put everything together. And I have everything I have because he took a chance on me. And I know that he took a chance on me because I'm sure he saw a lot of himself in me, which is that we maybe weren't supposed to fit in. And, you know, this isn't on TV, right? Obviously. I mean, I'm hoping not. Okay. My career's over. It was great to see you. My show's on Saturday, 8 p.m. It'll be the last one I ever have. Anyways, but to any young kids, you know, that's what it's all about, right? And like, he's the poster boy for that. So thank you, and I love you intensely. Obviously, I think you're a genius, and I love you very much. The Visionary Award goes to Nicola Formichetti.
Thank you, guys. He's so sweet. I'm actually so happy that he's doing really well, and you know, I feel like a proud mom watching him doing his thing, and I'm so happy. Well done. Thank you, Daily Front Row, and I'm very honored to get this award in front of all these talented people. And I'd like to thank my team, first of all. Where are they? Somewhere. Kevin and Sony and everyone in the studio. You know, they work really hard every day, and so thank you for taking care of me, trusting and caring. And lastly, I'm super quick. So lastly, I would like to thank my creative community around the world. I feel I get inspired by this community, and this is why I keep going, to find people like him and doing amazing things together. So let's keep going. Thank you.
Before we bring our next presenter up, I want to make a special shout out to some of the special guests in the room. While normally it's all about the front row at a fashion show, tonight we brought in 10 students from LIM College to be here. That's right, hell yeah, absolutely. They are all about to major in fashion media and as passionate about magazines as the rest of you. Yes, there is a bright future for print media, and the future came to pay us a visit today. So let's give a round of applause to the LIM Fashion Media Class of 2018 students. Please stand wherever you are. I don't know where you are. There you are, hell yeah, absolutely, bravo. There's the future. Well done, guys. Don't hire me. Okay, so we've all watched Nina Garcia sit serenely in the judges' chairs for 197 seasons of Project Runway, or at least it seems that way. You know where she does that thing where she makes a visor of the index cards during the runway? And this is where it actually says, Darren can mime this if he has the requisite mind training to hold invisible index cards. His call. Okay, good thing I actually did go to mime school. Fun fact, I did go to clown school. That's why I'm fucking clown. All right, see this? There we go. Is that something like this? I'm not doing it as well as you do. You do it with much more panache. But who knew? She was a competitor in her own right. I certainly did. Who knew that behind the visage of a mild-mannered, oft-bemused creative director lurked this cutthroat, killer instinct to come and take the L crown for herself? Will she stop there? To present the honor of Magazine of the Year to Miss Garcia is the gorgeous Taylor Hill.
Hello. I'm very tall. Hi, guys. How's it going? I'm very nervous. Ooh. Okay. L is bold, provocative, inclusive, democratic, and innovative. All of the qualities Nina herself embodies. Nina is a pioneer, an innovator, and a woman I look up to. I watched Nina as a judge on Project Runway, and I can't believe that I am up here tonight right now. This is crazy. Having been originally from Colombia, she came to the United States to pursue her dream of working in fashion. Just 1 year ago, Nina returned to Elle, the largest fashion magazine in the world, as editor-in-chief. I myself have had the privilege of being featured in 2 of Nina's issues since she was named editor-in-chief. Her first ever and much coveted September issue being one of them. What? So, I am honored to present the award for Magazine of the Year for LUSA to Miss Nina Garcia.
Yes, thank you, Taylor, so much. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you to the Daily for this incredible honor. Brendusa, a special thank you to you. I feel like I've known you forever. Thank you. And congratulations for everyone being awarded here tonight. I am so proud to be here today. I want to start out by acknowledging my team, as this award is a reflection of all their incredible work. Next week will be my 1 year as editor-in-chief of Elle, and it's been a whirlwind of a year, and really a year of firsts. From having hired some incredible talent to bring color and life to our pages, to having Kim Kardashian do our first personalized cover ever, to have Stephen and I get a call out in Nicki Minaj's Queen album. I never thought that would happen. Thank you, Nicki. That was a first. To receiving this incredible award. It's been an incredible year. We've accomplished so much in such a short period of time, and we have so much more to do in the years to come. Thank you to the Daily for this incredible recognition for Elle. Thank you.
Home stretch, folks. Our next presenter is a beautiful woman, and I know that there are other superlatives and qualifiers and categories, but those are meaningless. You can just look at her and see for yourself what words come to mind. She's been honored on this very night, and for some of you, as I said earlier, the drugs may now just be kicking in, but no, she was actually up here before, so it's not as confusing as it may seem. In fact, exactly a year ago, she did the very job I am doing now as host, but backwards and in heels. Ashley Graham is here to present Style Curator Award, presented by Sunglass Hut, to the man responsible for the looks of Zendaya, Ariana Grande, and Celine freaking Dion, La Roche. Ashley Graham to La Roche.
Okay. All right, the man I'm about to introduce has an accomplishments list longer than his wig that he's not wearing tonight. Damn it, Law, I wanted you to wear your wig so I could say that line. All right. From styling icons like Celine Dion to Ariana Grande to creating style icons like Zendaya, his self-made legacy as one of the greatest image architects will undoubtedly live on forever. I've had the pleasure of working with him for the past 2 seasons of America's Next Top Model, where I have been inspired by his humility, tenacity, and impeccable eye. And I especially admire him for pushing inclusion in the industry, making sure there is a seat at the table for creatives of color as well as up-and-coming designers. I'm honored to present the Style Curator Award to my dear friend and brother from another mother, La Roche.
Oh, wow, thank you. Oh, wow, look at this room. I am nervous, thank you. I just want to thank a couple of people first. The beautiful, amazing Ashley Graham. I am so inspired by you every day, just your being. You are incredible. I want to thank my agents, Kent Belden, and everybody at my agency who pushes this dream. I want to thank every single woman that has ever trusted me to put a dress on their bodies. Especially my princess Zendaya and my queen Celine Dion, for without them I probably wouldn't be able to stand here. I'm so nervous. I dreamt about being in a room like this. I am from the south side of Chicago. I am a little brown boy who grew up with big dreams and just about that, nothing else. And I just want to thank us, everyone in this room, for allowing people to be different and celebrating them. And the more different you are, the better you do. We are one of the only industries in the world that accepts everybody. And if you work hard, you can be anything and anybody you want. So let's just keep doing that, and let's keep opening doors for other people and giving people chances. Yeah, and I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. I am so happy.
Now we've reached our finale for the evening. I know only a fashion icon is fit to crown a fashion icon. So please welcome Corinne Reutfeld to the stage to present to Irina Shayk.
So it's terrible to be the last one after all this great talker with a prompter, and I have just a piece of paper, and plus I have to put my glasses to be sure. So, dear Irina, the first time I worked with Irina was a totally crazy Bruce Weber shoot in Miami with his incredible Big Hang. Rest in peace, Big Hang. I knew then that Irina would become a star because she has the beauty and the charm that fashion is obsessed by. For me, Irina represents everything I love, beauty inside and out. I love her voice. I adore her taste in men. Do we talk about him? I think she's a fantastic, devoted mom, and I believe she's a faithful friend. She's always been one to me. And finally, she's incredibly generous because she's always tried very graciously to understand my terrible Russian accent. So this grace and this spirit is what makes her daily front row fashion icon of the year.
Hi, everyone. I'll be really fast. I need to go to the bathroom again, and I can use some drink as well. Thank you so much, Corinne, for your speech. Thank you for being here for me. You have a really special place in my heart. My road has been the one least traveled. I started my career when most models are in the twilight at ripe old age at 20. And at almost 33, I find myself in the best place of my career. How can I explain this? Dreaming big for one, hard work, love for what I do, and wanting to constantly grow. But the real gift, the fuel for my drive, is the belief you have all had and continue to have in me. Thank you, Corinne, Edward, Riccardo Tisci, Marta Marcus, Donatella Versace, Steven Meisel, Corinne Surf, Jean-Paul Sguro, and many more, Maria Sorrenti, and my dear friend, my brother Ali Cavusi, who is always there for me from the beginning, creating my outfits, figure out my hair makeup, and just be there for me. You have all expanded my horizons, sorry. Yeah, I promise it would be short, but it's getting a little long. Okay, let me wrap up. You have expanded my horizons, allowed me to transition from swimsuit to high fashion. You all have risked your reputation by taking chances with me, and because of that, I had achieved my dreams in this profession. And for all the young girls out there, never stop believing in yourself, working hard and staying focused, because that person who really believes in you will come into your life and acknowledge your ability and will help open the door that you thought could never be opened. And when they do open that door, you work through it like a badass model that you are. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all, folks. Thank you guys for being here. I hope it was relatively painless. I feel like Frodo looking up at Orlando Bloom. You're all these beautiful, elven, angelic, inspiring people, and I'm this beer-chugging Frodo. So thank you for having me tonight. Don't forget that to vote in November, and don't forget the hashtag, and your new best friend is hashtag FMAs 2018 at Daily Front Row. Thanks for having me, guys. Congratulations and good night. Cheers.